I'm with Dave Kirreh from Jerusalem. Now, Dave, you're a musician. Were you born in Jerusalem?
Yes, I was born in Jerusalem, raised and born there, in the old city of Jerusalem.
And now you're a rapper. Do you write your own music? And does a city like Jerusalem inspire you?
Yes, I do write my own music. I also work with other producers. And yes, the intensity of the streets of the old city, yes, inspire me a lot. And this is, I think, where it all came from the intensity of what's happening in Jerusalem and the old city, and the diversity of cultures, of people, of everything.
What got you into rap music in the first place?
You know, I was into music since a very, very young age. Like, I think I started learning music when I was 5 years old, 7 years old. And in the age of, I guess, 11, 10, I just like to hear new music. And I was at school, we started to hear some rap music because it was the cool thing back in the days. It was the new thing of the word. And I got into it, I loved it, I connected to it, talking freely about whatever you want. The rhythm, the beats, the lyrics, the wordplay, everything just touched me and I connected to it. So I grabbed the pen and started writing, rapping.
Can rap music influence a generation?
Very nice question. Yes, rap music can influence a generation. I think we can see it in the past, in the, maybe if you want to say late 80s, 90s, when it comes to American rap music. I think I can see it in the black community when Tupac and Biggie started all their music. And here I can see that the new generation is very influenced by rap music and by the new school of rap music. And if you go now around, people are connected to it, and the new generation is very in touch with it. And you can hear it in social media, you can see it in social media, you can hear it when you walk around in the streets. The new generation is listening, and rappers are conveying messages to the new generation, whether it's love, it's politics, it's personal issues, anything. I think it's touching the new generation.
Is there a big Arab rap scene?
A big Arab rap scene, you mean in the Arab world?
Yeah.
Yes, there is a very big. Actually, it's getting very, very big. I think rap music in the Arab world is finally seeing the light in the last few years. It is very big. If we're talking about here, we can hear a lot of names coming out from Palestine. We can hear a lot of names coming out of Egypt, of Saudi Arabia, what else? Jordan. And it is getting big. And I think, yeah, as I said, it's starting to see the light.
Now, which artists inspired you?
Which artists inspired me? Well, rock music played a very big aspect in my life. I always loved rap and loved rock music. If you want to say names, it's mostly the people who I grew up listening to, Eminem, Freddie Mercury.
Now, you're born in Jerusalem, a holy city. You're born into a Christian family. Does religion inspire you to writing music?
Yes, to be honest, religion does inspire me to write my music. I think, I don't know if you want to call it religion. I think it's more the spiritual relationship between me and the Creator and God. And I actually have a song named God. I speak to God and I tell him how much I am connected to him. And then I tell him what I see in reality is contradicting everything he taught us. And then I take the listener to a journey where I go downhill, and then I realize at the end that God's wisdom has to do something with it. So we reach to a point where okay, now I understand why all of this happened. And then I go back to God.
When did you record your first album?
My first album was recorded in Bethlehem, at RJ Music Production, produced by John Handal. But after the album, by the way, I was on and off for a few years because of some health and personal issues, and I got really back to the scene 2018 with full power, and I'm working very hard since then. I think that album, when I look at it as it is in the past. So now, since 2018, a new Dave has come out, and I started the new me since 2018, and I think I leveled up. I'm seeing the life in a different point of view, and it's connecting and influencing my music in a different way. So yeah.
And did you sign to anybody at all?
Yes, in the beginning of the year, I signed to Universal Music MENA. That's this year, yeah, in the beginning of the year. MENA, Universal Music MENA, which is Middle East and North Africa. They're based in Dubai, and they have also offices all around the world. I think everyone knows them. Yeah, I dropped 2 singles with them, and that's it.
Must have been exciting just signing with the production team.
Yes, signing. Yes. It was a very big thing for me. Yeah.
And do you perform by yourself or do you perform with a band?
So it depends how much the festival organizers pay. If they're willing to pay for the band, then yes, I bring a band with me. If depends on the budget, depends on the vibe, depends on the mood of the festival. Is it a party? Is it a big festival? What the organizers are looking for, and we act accordingly. Sometimes I do bring the band. Sometimes it's only me and my DJ.
Which would you rather sing with, just by yourself or with a band?
You know, man, it's a different feeling when you have a band. And even the way I act, I think, on stage and I rap, it's different when it's with a band and it's a DJ. Which do I prefer? I prefer both. But to be honest, I'm more connected to live music, but I can do both and I love both.
What languages do you rap in?
I rap in Arabic, only Arabic. Sometimes when I get crazy on stage, I have like 1 or 2 or 3 songs in English that I just drop only live, depending on the mood of the festival or the party. Sometimes I do few in English, yeah.
So you've been doing many different festivals over the years. How has it been for this year with COVID-19?
So yeah, not a surprise, just like everyone else, everything was cancelled starting from the beginning of the year. Unfortunately, we had to cancel all the shows that were supposed to be until mid-year, which is until May or June. Not talking about summer and going forward, yeah. Because, man, you know, when we said, like I said this year, I'm going to festivals, and I was so excited at the beginning of the year, and all of a sudden everything got like closed, and everything changed and got cancelled, and yeah, I had to cancel like a lot of shows. At the beginning of the year, like, you know, there's the marathon that happens in Palestine, and some organization asked me to go to some village here and to take some people from a school that's located in that village to do a small rap workshop and just to record a song together and open the marathon with it. And I was so excited for it, and I was excited, and the kids gave me a great energy, and we were just starting, and then I get a phone call. I remember I got the phone call from the school like at 11 p.m. Do not come tomorrow, it is closed and it is dangerous. Yeah. And then that time I knew that, yeah, everything was going down. But you know, we always say think positively. So greater things to come.
Yeah, the negative side is you've lost a lot of these opportunities, performance, but has it given you an opportunity to write more? Maybe you just write about the experiences that you've faced over this last year?
So yeah, actually this year I've done a lot of things to build the better version of myself. So I knew that there will not be shows. I knew that music might be a little bit less. I always write. It doesn't matter if it's lockdown or not. The studio I go like when I feel like going and start dropping things. But I decided this year just to, I have to build the better version of myself. So I did a challenge. I called it Dave's Challenge, and I shared it with my followers on Instagram. I lost 20 kilos. But I more did it, not for the body and the physical part of it. I did it more for my mind and my soul, and really to see things differently in this world, and to just get out of the dark place that I was in, I think. And I'm very proud of myself, and I think I succeeded to do this year. And I will never be perfect, but I think this year affected me positively when it comes to self-development.
What challenges have you had to face in building a music career?
Well, challenges. I think mostly what every artist who lives here, I think we all share the same things. Like, you have to build yourself. Now, thanks for social media that you do not really need like now a record label or someone like to fund you to do something. Yes, you still need to go to pay to the studio and the producer, recording time, and so on. But I think social media now is just the place to just drop your music. I'm not gonna mention like funding and money now because You work, you do your thing, and then you just go for it. Other challenges I faced, I had some health issues 2013, 14. It affected me very badly. I was unable to go on stage and to the studio and record things. So I was on and off, and I had that conflict and that war in my head, like what happens if I go on stage and for example, I get a panic attack, and what happens if I'm in the studio and all of a sudden my nerves in the stomach will start hitting me, and I was like living this conflict until I was powerful enough to overcome it, and yeah.
Have family and friends been supportive?
Well, depending how what do you mean by supportive? Yeah, if you mean like supportive, yeah, they say nice words. They say nice words. When I want them, they help me. Sometimes I drive them crazy, but they're my friends, so they have to do it. Yeah, more or less, yes. But I think at the end of the day, it's you. It's your dream. It's your goal. It's your work. It's what you want. So you have to do it by yourself.
You also produce music videos as well. What's it like producing a music video?
I love acting. I had some courses, some drama courses in theater when I was young. I used to play in some plays, theaters. I also directed one time a play. And then also since a young age, I think acting came along with music. So I loved acting. And now I'm producing, I think all the music videos that I did, I produced them myself. And they were not funded by anyone. So I had to do everything from A to Z. Each video clip, you're gaining more experience and you learn from people because I'm not specialist. So I always bring some specialists, and like they are very helpful and they give me their experiences and I learn from them. And I just like the artistic part of it. I like to go crazy as much as I can in my music videos. It's a challenge sometimes to have a music video, because to have a music video you need a very, very, very big fund. But yeah, you can do it.
Who would you most like to sing with today?
Very nice question. From the Arab world?
Anybody.
I think I would like to try to sing. There is an Egyptian rapper, singer, performer who was attacked, I think, because of the way he's doing his style on stage. Like he's a little bit crazy. He's called Muhammad Ramadan. I don't know. I think people know him. He's just crazy, the way he jumps, the way he dresses, the way he goes on stage, and the way he sings. He's just himself. And I think I would like to try that.
Now you've got a new song that's been released. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm releasing a new song on the 29th of October. The song is called Sami. Sami in Arabic means to rise above or to transcend. So this song is talking about the phase that is after the breakdown, after you hit rock bottom, after you're just down there in the black hole. So it talks about the stage after this phase. And it says that, because in life you sometimes face people that are hypocrites, narcissists, anything negative, and things that really frustrate you and put you down, and experiences, and life happens, and you just go to that black hole that you can never get out from. But then if you look really inside, you can build that light and just transcend and rise above everything you've been through. And this is why I called it Sami, because I rose above, because I transcended from that place. And I just I look at that time, and I embrace it. I really embrace it, and I thank it, because that time made me who I am today. So this song is about this. It's dropping with a video clip as well. The video clip also, I think it is very interesting, very artistic. It's just some phases through life that you go to, and we show you in the video clip how it's all in your head and you can really overcome it. It's all in your head. So yeah, and it was produced by Samer Sifri, and lyrically, of course, written by me, and also video clip, the script was written by me, and the director is Subhi Dajani, very creative, talented director from Jerusalem.
Can music make a difference here in a troubled part of the world?
Man, yeah, I think it, like, I think at the end of the day, it's not if it makes change or if it influences something. Or I think if music touches you, even if an artist touches only one person, I think, and he makes him feel something, I think that's enough of music. And yeah, I think music is a great therapy to the world and to human being in general. I think, yeah.
What's your prayer for the future?
My prayer for the future? My prayer for the future is to keep that strength inside of me, to keep moving forward towards my goals. And that's personal, I think. But I would like to see a community that's accepting more music and accepting each other and just living in peace together. I think, yeah.
Okay, Dave, thank you much.
Yeah, always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.